Hey guys, my name is Lovely and I just got my CJO to become a flight attendant with a major airline. So here are my tips on how to pass the video interview for your airline. I'm going to split these up into 4 groups. Part number 1, how to set up your camera. So my first tip would have to be set up whatever camera you're using, whether it's your phone or the Nikon. Do it landscape. Don't do a portrait. Don't do it like you're about to do a Snapchat. Don't do it. Do it landscape because it looks way more professional. Tip number 2, sit in a quiet room. If you live with roommates or you live with family, tell everybody to leave. Tell them to leave. This is your one chance and you need it to be professional. You want it to sound professional. You want it to be quiet and there's no distractions around you or behind you. Remember, we want to keep this really, really professional. Which leads me into my third tip. Turn your phone on silent. Turn it off. I had my phone off for about 4 hours as I was trying to prepare for my video interview. Tip number 4, which you can kind of see me here already doing this tip, sit in front of a plain wall. Don't have anything else behind you. Just sit right in front of it. It looks so professional. It looks clean. Nothing behind me is distracting anybody. You're just focused on me and what I have to say. And tip number 5, sit in front of a window. Do this during daylight and sit in front of a window because you're going to have the best lighting that you possibly have on your face. You want to be really well lit. You want to have a nice contrast. If you don't have a window right in front of you, just get a lamp with a bright light bulb and sit it in front of the camera, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. I have a bright window in front of me and I also have a lamp with a daylight light bulb in front of me. So those are my 5 tips on how to set up your camera for the video interview. So the next part would be part 2, which is your appearance. Tip number 1, smile the whole time. Smile the entire time. Look pleasant. Even when you're talking and you're answering your questions, just smile through your teeth, answer your questions as if you're smiling. Tip number 2, which is for the ladies, wear red lipstick. Wear red lipstick. I, before this, didn't know how to wear red lipstick, so I was on YouTube searching how to wear a red lip, what red color would look good on me, and eventually I figured it out. YouTube is a great thing, okay? You can research everything. You can find out how to become a flight attendant, you can figure out how to put your hair up, you can figure out how to wear a red lipstick, you can figure out a lot of stuff. And with that, ladies, make sure you wear natural makeup, okay? The red lip is really all you want popping out. Wear some mascara, put some foundation on, put some blush, but don't get crazy. Also, make sure your hair is a natural color. Right now, my roots are growing out, but my hair was up, so nobody could really notice. So before I start training, I'm going to make sure I get my roots done or highlights. I haven't figured it out yet, but yeah, just make sure your hair is a natural color. No pink, no purple, no blue. Same goes for guys. Guys, make sure you're completely shaven, you have nice hair. Guys, just make sure you're clean cut. Make sure your hair is cut, make sure your hair is a nice length, combed, hairspray, shave. Make sure you shave, okay? Tip number 3 is also going to go for the girls. Wear pearl earrings, okay? I found this tip out on YouTube too. Wear those pearl earrings. I didn't own a pair. I just went to H&M and bought a pack of pearl earrings, and there was a bunch of different sizes. They're not too dramatic. They're a nice size, and these are actually the same ones that I wore in the video. Another tip that I've gotten on the internet would be to wear a pearl necklace, but I didn't do that. I didn't go that far. I just wore the pearl earrings, this, and a blazer, and a red lipstick, which leads me into my next tip. Tip number 4, ladies, just make sure you wear a blazer. Wear whatever nice shirt that you have. Make sure you stick to the colors black, navy, white, or gray. Wear a blazer on top of that. Wear your pearl earrings. Wear the red lipstick, natural makeup. Pull your hair up. Please don't forget to pull your hair up. I have my hair down right now because I'm currently growing these horrible bangs that I have. I never should have cut them. I knew I was going to go for this interview and I went ahead and cut them anyways. So here I am, I just have my hair pinned back, and when I have my hair up, my bangs look so crazy. So for the purpose of this video, I decided I was going to keep my hair down, but wear your hair up. Anyways, back to the blazer. Same goes with guys. Wear a suit. Stick to those 4 colors. Tip number 5 is going to go to the ladies. Get your nails done. Just in case your hands show up in a video somewhere, get your nails done. Paint them red, a natural pink, French tip. And another little bonus is if you have a watch, wear it. Because as a flight attendant, you're going to be required to wear a watch at all times. Part number 3 to my tips, the questions. The questions, the main part of this video is how you're going to answer these questions. So my first tip would be research, 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 research. research the questions that they're going to ask you in the interview. When I first got the idea of becoming a flight attendant, it was in the summer of 2016, and the job didn't open up until November of 2016. So I had about 4 months to really research what went into becoming a flight attendant. I looked up the process, I looked up YouTube videos. Pretty much YouTube and Glassdoor were my two best friends during the entire summer. I would come home from work and I would research everything that I could possibly find on this job. So what I did was I went on Glassdoor and I looked up every single question that they could possibly ask me, and I wrote them down, which leads me into my second tip: write your questions down. Get a notebook, write down every single question that you find on the internet. Write them down, and as soon as you do, answer the questions. Write down your answers. But as you're writing down your answers, really think about how you're answering them. How would your answers benefit the airline? Really think about your previous customer service experiences to answer these questions. Tip number 3, which isn't really a tip, it's mandatory. Practice the STAR method. If you don't know what it is, Google it. Look up what the STAR method is, because they are going to tell you to answer these questions in the STAR method. And you also have to get used to answering these questions in the STAR method, because when you get to your face-to-face, yes, I said when you get to your face-to-face, because you are going to get that far, make sure you are familiar with the STAR method, because in your face-to-face, you're going to have to use that to answer those questions. Tip number 4, keep your answers positive. This really comes down to your personality. Are you a glass half full kind of person, or are you a glass half empty kind of person? Remember, they are looking for a certain type of personality here. How do you deal with situations? Think about this, guys. Don't forget, write down your questions, answer the questions, really take the time to think about your answers. That is probably going to be the biggest thing I could tell you guys here. Tip number 5, practice. Practice, because about 3 hours before my video interview, I sat in front of a mirror and I practiced. I talked to myself. If you feel funny talking to yourself in a mirror, get a friend, give them the questions that you found online. Keep practicing it until you sound natural, because you're going to be nervous. I literally just sat in front of a mirror and I asked myself my questions and I answered them. And if I messed up, I went and did it over and over and over again until I felt really comfortable and felt like it was coming out natural. And I also made sure that I was looking myself in the eye in the mirror, because when you're doing this video interview, you're going to see yourself, but you don't want to look at yourself. You want to look at the camera. So make sure you get comfortable looking at the camera, because you don't want to look away. Okay, so part number 4 of the video interview tips would have to be your attitude. Your attitude is so important throughout this entire process. So my first tip would have to be stay positive. Believe this is your job. Keep telling yourself that this is your job and that you are doing everything in your power to get this. If you really keep telling yourself that over and over and over again, it's going to help you and it's going to keep you motivated and it's going to have you continuously looking up everything you can on the internet to find out about this job. Believe in yourself, guys, because you are going to get this job. It's just a matter of when. Okay, so my tip number 2 would have to be put all your energy into this. That is exactly what I did. I first had this idea of becoming a flight attendant in the summer of 2016, so it was about August, and I became obsessed with this idea. I would literally come home from work and sit on my bed and watch YouTube videos of every flight attendant on the internet. I kept watching it over and over and over again. I would watch tips, I would watch vlogs. I literally watched everything on the internet, okay? I could search flight attendant and you could see the little red bar underneath the video and it shows that I've already seen every single video. But you know what? Here's the thing. There's so many people putting out videos now about how to become a flight attendant, and it's not a bad thing. It's such a good thing, because if you sit there and watch every single video, you're going to see that the tips are pretty much exactly the same. But that's a good thing, because those tips are going to get embedded into your head. I really felt like these YouTube videos helped me. So this is really why I'm starting to make these videos. You know, before I even had the video interview, I really believed in myself. I knew that I was going to get this job. I wasn't going to give up. I said to myself, if I didn't get it this time, then in 6 months I was going to try again. I was so invested in this dream that I started making my flashcards of the airport codes before I even had a video interview. I'm telling you guys, I was so invested in this. I put all my energy and effort into this, and I really wanted this. So I sat there and I did my flashcards before I even got to training. I still haven't even gotten into training yet because I'm waiting on my training date, but I'm sitting here studying my airport codes. Tip number 3, take deep breaths. You're going to be so nervous, and if you're not, kudos to you, because I was super nervous. And the best thing that I felt helped me was taking deep breaths. You just breathe in and breathe out. And when you're breathing out, it's like you're releasing all the nerves. Even though it only helps for about 2 seconds, honestly just keep doing it over and over and over again, because you're going to keep getting rid of those nerves. And once you're in front of that camera, it's boom, you're going. You're answering the questions. So make sure you guys are really comfortable answering every single question. It's going to go by really quick, so make the best of it. And tip number 4, don't give up. Don't give up, guys. If you don't get it this time, it's okay. It just wasn't your time yet. But you have to look at it this way. Say you make it to the video interview, but you get a thanks but no thanks. What did you gain out of that? You know what to expect from the video interview. So now you're one step ahead than the next group that's going to go. Keep trying. Don't give up. Because if you really want this job, go for it. Keep trying. I knew that if I wasn't going to get it this time, as devastating as that would have been, I knew I was going to keep trying. I did those flashcards for a reason, and I was ready to keep going. Okay guys, so here is my bonus tip that I actually learned after I had my video interview. So after I had my video interview, I joined a Facebook group. And this Facebook group was pretty much a group of people who were going through the same thing as me. Everybody was waiting for their face-to-face to come along. So all I can say is really just search on Facebook, type in your airlines keywords, flight attendant training, CJO, I don't know, type in everything that you can in the search bar on Facebook. And if you find any groups, join them, because in those groups you're going to find people who are going to be very supportive, and you guys can support each other and help each other out. I've seen people post pictures of what they're going to wear to their face-to-face, and they're asking for opinions on if it's okay and if it's not okay. I wish I would have known this a little earlier on my journey, but honestly, hey, now I'm giving this to you. I didn't know there were Facebook groups. If there's not a Facebook group, create a Facebook group, you know? Be active. So I want to let you guys know what happened during my video interview. I had so many technical malfunctions go wrong with my video interview. I felt so bad about getting a face-to-face. I think I handled myself really well during all the technical malfunctions. So make sure you guys are ready for anything if anything happens. Remember, you're still being recorded. Act poised. Figure out what's going on. And if you're not being recorded, then great, because Ada's over there panicking, like just staring at the screen like anyways, it all worked out for me. I'm so glad that I got a face-to-face. So glad I got my CJO. Alright guys, well that was my video. Those were my tips. They might have been the same tips that you've seen in previous videos, but remember, they're going to be embedded in your head. If you guys want to know more about my personal experience and my process in getting my CJO, subscribe, because I plan on making more videos. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions. I do plan on making a video on how to set up your resume to make it fit a little better for this flight attendant job. I also want to make another video on how I prepared for my face-to-face and what I did in my experience. I can't wait to make that video, because I will never forget the day that I got my CJO. It was so exciting. It was so nerve-wracking. It was so different. I still can't believe that I got it, but I'm so glad that I put all the energy that I did into trying to get this job. Alright guys, so I'm wishing you lots of luck. Thank you for watching my video. I really enjoyed making this. I really hope that it helped someone out there. If I did, let me know, because it would mean a lot to me. If you do get your face-to-face, let me know. Let me know if this helped you out in any way, because I really feel confident in these tips. I really feel that you guys are going to get this job. You will. Just keep trying.